What's up guys, it's the enthusiast here. So in the last chapter, we left off with the Dragon Keepers now aware of Akabane's divine tools being stolen by the Footsoldier D, and now if the attention is now on the Footsoldiers groups that's unaware of this endeavor, what will Akabane do to the group? Let's find out in this video. Now before we move on to the next part of the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the notification button for every time my video gets uploaded, and it will notify you guys to watch my video. And now let's begin. The chapter begins at the home of the foot soldiers when Akabane and the Blue Keeper comes and tells them about D and his action. Now although the foot soldiers insist of this involvement of the theft has nothing to do with them, Akabane doesn't want to take any chances and instead making the foot soldiers fortresses as a branch of the Blue Garrison and appointing Ruri Shinta and Aran Hegiru, third class ranger of the Blue Battalion, as the commanding officers of the fortress to ensure the total obedience of the foot soldiers. And despite some of the soldiers objecting to those enforcements, the majority of the foot soldiers agree to Akabane's appointment, unfortunately. Now, if we notice, one of the things to point out in this part of the chapter is that Hekiru appears to be in possession of a divine tools in the shape of a scythe, and he's pointing out that like Shinta and himself, the lower ranking leaders of presumably each divisions can call upon the powers of the divine tools to use and potentially kill the foot soldiers if ordered. Also, one of the subtle things that readers might notice is that technically Akabane is not in this ranger form since the divine tools are needed for the transformation, and noting that he's just wearing his other costume noted by the last chapter, but his strength is still strong enough to fight the foot soldiers, so I'm guessing the divine tools is also an enhancement tool for the rangers to enhance their overall strength and its abilities to permanently kill the foot soldiers, and the keepers doesn't really need to bring the weapon with them at all times, just that it's probably in use as emergency, such as the case with dealing with the rogue foot soldier F during the previous chapters, and also for them to transform into their ranger form. Now moving on to the next scene, it seems that the Pink Keeper had an interest in Sakurama and wishes to possibly recruit him into the Pink Division, and asks Suzukiri to bring him to meet her in a meeting between the Pink Division, Green Division with the Red Division, but Suzukiri ignored her request. Now, Sakurama as of right now is a colorless ranger and doesn't belong to any ranger division, so it's quite interesting to see that the pink ranger is trying to recruit him. Maybe it's out of compassion or that she sees something in Sakurama. Now, as of right now, we don't really know why, but in my opinion, it's probably related to Sakurama's resolve to unite the rangers and villains together, but I highly doubt that's the case. Now back at the foot soldiers fortresses, the Blue Ranger discussed with Hekiru that although he did what Akabane ordered him to do, which is to use the divine tools and kill D, he tried to control his powers in order not to destroy the building, but the explosion seems too large to fit the controlled power from the Blue Keepers, suggesting that it is them that triggered such large explosions, and it is revealed that D indeed survived his fight with Akabane and also survived the death blow of the divine tools of the Blue Keeper by igniting the explosion given to him by Suzukiri. And with the final page revealed that Sakurama decided to help D with his mission, and that's where we end this chapter. Now there are some tidbits that we can find in this chapter, mainly that we can see another divine tools in the form of a scythe, but is in possession of a lower rank ranger, and like I've mentioned before, it seems that the tools doesn't restrict itself to be able to be equipped by only the main Dragon Keepers, as evident by one of the Blue Keeper officers able to equip it with no problem. And also the divine tools comes in various shapes and forms, such as the shape of a katana, a lance, and scythe that we've seen so far, and I'm guessing each of the tools represent a motive for each of the Dragon Keepers. And then there seems to be a change of heart for Sakurama. Initially, when he proposed to D about his dream of uniting the humans and the villains, he seems pretty enthusiastic about his vision, which disgusted D during that time, thinking that notion is pretty much impossible with the way Dragon Keepers act and also the villains. And now with Sakurama offering help to D, it seems like something happened within that time period and changed him. So I guess we'll probably know the reason behind this in the next chapter, in my opinion. So this is it folks. Now we've got the confirmation that D survived his fight. What will happen then now that he got the divine tools? Will he try to use it and possibly gain the enhancement from the tools? Or will it backfire on him since he's technically not a human? What can you expect in this next chapter? Leave your comments down below. Anyway, thanks for sticking with me until the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to my channel for more of my Ranger Reject and other manga content. If you want to request any manga for me to review, just leave a comment down below. And if you think my video needs some improvement, again, leave a comment down below. This is Enthusiast signing out.